What's up, you guys? Here we have the Division Beta. Um, had an opportunity to play this. It's pretty good. This isn't my first playthrough on it though. This is just after I got the Elgato. I'm already level 6, which you'll see that here in a second. But I have not been into the Darkzone yet, so this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna go in here and see what happens. Um, So far, I really do like the game. See my setup, I have standard M4 with a suppressor. Found a saw or M249 and just showing off the game some here. Um, See some rats, so I started shooting them. Um, didn't even know if you could kill them or not. The glass on this game, whenever you shoot glass, looks absolutely amazing. I really do like that. I mean, the game graphical wise looks pretty good. Um, at least it better look good as long as they made us wait for it to come out. Don't really have a lot of complaints with it so far. Um, I actually haven't got to play this game that much, not as much as I wanted to. Um, but getting ready to wipe out this sign here, and just look at that. Watch how it crumbles. Yep, it looks pretty. And then we gotta hit up the police car. You always gotta shoot police cars. They put them in the game to shoot. And then a bird's gonna land while I'm shooting, so I have to wipe him out. And this is the first set of enemies. I can't even really tell you what the enemies are called on here. That's some kind of rusher guy. He don't even have a gun. He's got a baseball bat, so he dies immediately. And I know that the guy hiding behind the wall is called a grenader, I believe. And you could shoot them while they're throwing grenades. I'm getting ready to do it here in a second. And he will drop the grenade just like that. I got a scope on the gun, but I keep forgetting to use it. Like I said, it was a few days after I played it the first time before I played it this time to record the video. Then you got these regular
Thank you
people
so
that come
much.
up to you to want stuff, and you give them food and water, and they'll give you experience points. So I've already done all the missions up to the Dark Zone, so this is what I have to do. And then I found this random parachute hanging in a tree. So I figured there might be something over here, but there's definitely not. But the game looks amazing. I mean, never been to New York, but I would figure this would look what it would look like after an apocalypse. So, or a contamination, I guess is what they call it on here. It's pretty cool. I always like these over-the-shoulder cover-based games. Huge Gears of War fan. Oh yeah, here's the Saw versus some birds. They lost. But yeah, I love cover-based games, and for some reason I like third-person shooters better than I like first-person shooters. I mean, I play first-person shooters, but this is what I really like. Here's some more glass shooting, which I think looks absolutely amazing. And then there's some way to get the doors open so you can hide behind the doors, but I couldn't ever figure it out. Alright, so the Dark Zone is straight up ahead. I guess this is like a hazard area that leads up to the main part where all the action's at. And that pulse that you just seen is exactly what it's called. It's a pulse. And it's kind of like a sonar. And it tells you if any enemies are around. And it gets a critical hit chance, I believe is what it's called. Right now I'm running the pulse and the sonar, and the way they work, it's right bumper, left bumper is what it's keyed to. There's 3 different trees that you could choose from, and I forgot to show y'all that really. Um, but it's going to be a very interesting game whenever you could actually sit down with friends and be able to play. I think it's really going to shine then. I like doing the missions by myself. That was pretty nice. But anytime you can play with your friends is always going to be a whole lot better. And this is a Darkzone vendor.
Take a look.
Sell different
I got
guns.
everything
And
you
I
need.
think that it is random
Think about buying
every time.
something
Because I
next
died
time.
one time and come back and there was different guns there. Um, but apparently you get Darkzone guns that are supposed to be better than regular guns outside or something other.
Biohazard warning. Entering contaminated
Uh,
zone.
th- my first Darkzone experience wasn't that much eventful. I didn't really find anything. That sucked. Apparently, you have to be like a level 10 to be able to do anything in here.
Transmissions jammed. Proximity
And
coverage only.
what little bit of video I looked
Backup
up on this,
activated.
it
System
most of the time
rebooted.
had people waiting right there at the door whenever you walk out, so I was kind of cautious walking out. I didn't want to get shot right off Jump Street. Going over here, I was following this arrow. Didn't know what it was at the time, but I later found out that it is an extraction point, and you signal a flare whenever you have loot, and I guess it goes up. And then I see, I didn't even know there was computer AI in here, which that's pretty neat. I like that. I thought it was all player versus player, so I do like that element of it. And they make the computer AI a little bit harder. They gave them like I guess it's like an overshield or something. I guess you would call it. That's that purple bar. You have to shoot that, get that purple bar down before you can kill them. I guess they would consider it armor, but I ain't never seen nobody have face armor where you get to shoot them in the face and they don't die. Yeah, see, the DZ rank and the regular player rank is two different things. Like you have, I guess, a story player rank, and then you have a DZ player rank. And here's some other people in the game. Didn't really know what their intentions was. I was in a party chat at the time, and then all of a sudden you'll start hearing other people talking. Because I got worried. I didn't know if they was conspiring against me. And I don't like playing where you just go in there and just kill random people most of the time, cause, especially with the new game, because everybody's trying to learn everything. It's not really that cool. But now I will shoot back if I get shot at. So, and this right here is the extraction point, so everybody's trying to get their loot out, and I guess it goes back to your storage from what I looked up. Yeah, that green, and I didn't know also that player loot is only for you to be able to see. Like, them guys can't see what I see. Like this right here, this classic M4. Didn't know that at the time, or I would have picked it up, but so now I'm going to move out of here and get all these guys away. They seem to be just doing their own thing, so I wasn't going to bother them. I'm just out here looking because supposedly you'll be able to find random stuff everywhere and be able to pick up loot. It's supposed to be pretty decent. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm in the search of loot right now. Trying to find some good guns. I like the setup I have. I got a silencer on my pistol and a silencer on my M4. It seems to work pretty good. I didn't really have a lot of trouble with the guns. I mean, I really did. And I got the 249 for personal defense on here in case our player wants to shoot me. You could go all over the place in here, and then after the game releases, I'm sure it's going to be twice the size of this, because it took me an hours to walk around here and look, and still didn't see everything. And you'll see coming up, there'll be a red line on the outside that you can't walk through, and I'm guessing that opens up after the game's released. I'm hoping it does, which it could not, but you know how they are. Let's see here. Oh yeah, this is where I meet my first enemy that is not computer AI. And it was this guy. So I switch to the saw, hit him with a combat roll. He tries to go in cover, get around him, and he hits the reload and he's done. And I forgot you can melee, so I just put some bullets in him. This right here's a rookie mistake. Ran out of bullets before he was done, so I had to switch guns, take him out with the M4. That was pretty exciting. And then the left bumper, you got med kits you could use by hitting right on the D-pad, but I've got the first aid, whatever it is, hotkey. I didn't really get to use it that much because I just unlocked it right before I went into the Darkzone. And I'm scanning right now to see if there's anybody else around. And this is a parking garage. I mean, the detail in this game is pretty awesome. I mean, I would expect there to be a lot of parking garages in New York City. So I'm glad. And then you can see that that's a human character that's playing the game, and it shows them where they're at. So the sonar is pretty nice. And I think also there's something on here called Rogue. And if you go Rogue, you show up on the map also. But I mean, look at this. They have stairs going up. They have they're driving the actual part on the parking deck going up. It's pretty nice. And you can see they kind of militarized it where military come in and tried to take over the containment. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, I really think I'm going to enjoy this game whenever it finally does release. Right now I'm trying to figure out the best way to get up there to these guys without dying, pretty much. To see if they're friendly or not, what they're going to do, what are they doing. I mean, I had no clue what they were doing up there. I didn't know if there was some kind of special thing going on, some kind of event. So I go up here and then I see that there's computer AI, so I do a little flank maneuver for him, try to take him out. Nobody drops anything. Them guys don't really, I don't even think they knew I was there from the conversation they was having. So I just left them alone, went out exploring some more. It's actually pretty neat. I mean, I like the way the Darkzone is. That has to be probably my favorite thing is the Darkzone. I mean, it's quite nice. I mean, I can see a lot of stuff happening. See, and there he goes. He's just shot the flare, the signal for the extraction. So, and then that's how you, of course, you get your loot out. Then I found this thing right here. So apparently they have a quick line system to go up and down the side of some buildings, which is, I think, is awesome. That was pretty neat. Classic Tom Clancy, I guess you could say. And then there's the, I don't know, if you look up there on the radar, I'm looking towards it right now, there's contamination areas inside of a contamination zone that are, like, I guess, heavily radiated. I'm going there now. This is where I find out that you can only be a level 10 to be able to get the big boxes that are in the contamination zone, which sucked because I'm only level 4, and so of course I couldn't get anything, and didn't really know what to expect going in.
Entering a contaminated area.
I didn't really know what was going on, so I'm kind of creeping through here, taking my time, looking at all the dead bodies on the ground. And then, whenever I get up here to the wall on the right, that's the box. And then you'll see you got to be rank 10. So, that sucks. And then,
the contaminated area.
I come around the corner and I see this guy here. So, I am trying to see what's going on. Then I get shot at from behind. And you have to drop that guy again, and I guess it didn't register that he shot at me, so it put me on like an alert for going rogue, which I didn't really care for that because I clearly got shot at. And then this guy comes at me shooting at me, the guy I seen first. I'm trying to pull maneuvers.
Warning. You are now entering a contaminated area.
Yeah, the grenade system on here is kind of weird because you can't like hot switch between grenades or anything. And then I get smoked. Didn't really know what to expect from dying, so, but I mean it's fairly simple. I do like, and I didn't edit that in the way he comes out of the little circle. That actually does it in the game, which I thought was pretty nice. I mean that's pretty neat way of doing it. Because the loading screen is actually the little ring, and there's a little ring on his backpack, which I thought was really cool. Just small details like that. So we're going to get some more ammo here and go back out, see what happens. Then you've got to put a respirator on, I guess, because you're in a contaminated zone. And then here I remember that you have a scope that I found. Don't know why I never thought about trying to use it before, but I don't really care for that ACOG. And then here's a rope that shows you could go up, which I thought was pretty neat. And this is just a random building. I was trying to get this light over here to shine. Well, first thing I was trying to do was make sure there was nobody in here that was going to come around and kill me for no reason. But I'm trying to see how good the shadow effects are on the Xbox One. And then I found the emotes on here, so I was messing with them some. It's pretty cool. I mean, I like doing little emotes whenever you're playing multiplayer and stuff. Yeah, see, I mean, you can see the shadows on the wall. It's pretty nice. I mean, I think they did a really good job. I mean, they've had plenty of time to fix everything that was wrong with the game, so I would expect it to be, you know, top notch. But for a beta, I mean, it's really nice. I've played some betas that was just absolutely horrible. But I really like that little rope system they have set up there. I could see that coming in handy whenever you're in some multiplayer matches. Alright, let's go back over here and see where I died at to see if we can't find the guy who killed us. Luckily, anytime you drop something, I guess it creates a dropped item spot, so you could try to make your way back to the item that you dropped. And from what I could tell, if you pick up a bunch of stuff, it'll randomly drop things out of your item inventory that you have picked up, as far as the zone goes. And there's nothing there, so I don't really know what. I guess that guy picked it up, and this is a different player, so he never acted like he was going to be aggressive, so I just walked away. Not trying to be a dick at this point, really. I'm just trying to explore and find stuff. That was my main goal, was trying to find some awesome stuff, but ended up just running around and not being a high enough level. So probably whenever I get the game, first thing I'm going to do is start shooting everybody, so I can go ahead and level up and get to level 10 so I can unlock them boxes, because that seems to be a pretty quick way of getting leveled up, is killing people, other players, and the computer AI. But from what I've seen, there's going to be way more human players than there's going to be computer AI. And this is another entrance into the Darkzone. So I don't really know. There has to be more of the map they're going to open up eventually. So I get a little bit of XP from finding it. But this place is huge. Nothing in there, so I just edited all that out. There was literally nothing in there.
Contaminated area.
And I don't know, for some reason on this side of the map there was really nothing going on. I don't know if there was just a lobby I wasn't into or what, but I mean, there's places you could explore all over the place around here. And then this happened. So I guess the server crashed. I was pretty pissed at this point because I tried to get back on. It wouldn't work. And so that ended my Division gameplay. I was pretty mad about it. I guess their servers went down or something other. I'm still trying to figure that one out. But all in all, it's a good game. It has its bugs, it's got its flaws, but I really do like it. I think they're gonna knock this one out the park finally. I'm not saying that about Tom Clancy. I'm saying that about Ubisoft. They've got a bad track record, but Tom Clancy, I don't think I've really ever played a bad Tom Clancy game. All right, thanks for watching the video. We'll see you on the next one.